welcome to the stage singer, actor, and dancer, Karmeet Bachar.
How's everybody feeling tonight? A beautiful event. I'm actually filling in for a dear friend of mine who isn't here, Fatima. We all know and love her. But for the 2019 Dance Icon Award recipient, she is not only a good friend, but she's an amazing teacher, innovator, motivator, and leader in the fight for dance and choreography rights in the entertainment industry. She's been working in the industry since she was 7 years old. I first worked with her when she was a teenager on the Janet Jackson iconic Super Bowl moment. And not that, yeah, okay. Galen is an incredible young woman. I've seen her grow into such a powerhouse, and her spirit is so huge, and her sense of activism in this entertainment industry is so powerful. I'm just so proud of her, I have to say. As an award-winning choreographer, she's worked with artists like Usher, Rihanna, Ciara, Justin Bieber, and the Jonas Brothers. Not only is she a director, writer, producer, and musician, but in her spare time, she served as the chair of Dancers Alliance and on the board of SAG-AFTRA for 10 years. Yes, important stuff. She's taught around the world and is the creator of the GalenHooks method, which uses dance to transform students and any background with ability to connect their bodies. Take a look.
Of SAG and AFTRA coming together definitely had an impact on us securing a union contract. It gave us leverage with the labels to be able to pressure them and say, you know, this is music videos are becoming the crux of it's becoming the first issue that the new union is attacking. And you know, if we want to come to an agreement, we need to come to it quickly, because you've got this new power behind the dancers, and we've been consistently strong. So to now have one huge union backing us it gave us tons of leverage, and it also just added to the sweetness of victory of knowing that we had the first SAG-AFTRA industry-wide major contract.
Masterclass is kind of a twofold look at the biggest, best choreographers in the game right now.
We're joined today by one of Entertainment Weekly's 100 most creative people in entertainment. Fatima Robinson is a director, a producer, a studio owner, a style authority, a renowned choreographer, one who's created signature moves for industry titans like Michael Jackson and the Black Eyed Peas, as well as landmark events like the Academy Awards and even President Barack Obama's inauguration. Every dancer remembers the moves from Britney Spears' Slave For You music video. Brian Friedman is the one who created her signature breakdown, along with countless iconic moves for industry superstars like Beyonce, Janet Jackson, and Mariah Carey. Nominated for 5 American Choreography Awards, 4 MTV Video Music Awards, and 2 Music Video Production Awards, he's internationally known for his on-screen and behind-the-scenes work on So You Think You Can Dance, Dancing with the Stars, America's Got Talent, and X Factor. Today is my 3rd day having Ciara in the room. I had 1 day to make up the entire routine. Most of my dance career was in music video, and then transitioned into assistant choreographing, and then associate choreographing, and then choreographing. And so to be directing now is something I don't take lightly.
I've seen so many things. just for me.
Please welcome to the stage producer, choreographer, and director of Meghan Trainor's hit music videos, All About That Bass and Dear Future Husband, Fatima Robinson.
Hello, everyone. Galen is so special, here we go, to me because I hired her on her first job when she was 12 years old. We did a Mervyn's commercial together. But then she later went on to choreograph Hilary Duff with me, and I saw such an amazing talent in someone so young to be able to not just be a dancer, but to be a choreographer as well. And I just love her so much and everything that she's contributed to the dance world with all her great efforts with Dancers Alliance and SAG. She's so awesome. So I am happy and very proud to present the 2019 Dance Icon Award to GalenHooks.
Thanks. I don't know if I'm an icon, but she's an icon for sure. And she was shooting today and made the time to come be here, so thank you so much, Fatima. She gave me my first choreography job that was for Hilary Duff, and if Tabitha's in here, Tabitha was assisting on a dance job I was doing that same time for Jamie King for Nike, and Tabitha let me miss the day dancing to go work with Fatima, so thank you, Tabitha, if you're out there, for letting me miss that day as a dancer. Thank you to the Industry Dance Awards. Thank you to Dancers Against Cancer. To any kids out there who are listening or watching live, I was a comp kid. I was definitely not the best in class. I was very shy. I have been on hundreds and hundreds of auditions, not exaggerating, hundreds since the time I was 7. Got cut pretty much from all of them until somebody like Fatima was nice enough to hire me, and then I auditioned for years again for people before they would hire me as an adult, and there's just so much rejection that you have to face, but if you persevere, it's completely worth it. I wouldn't have hired myself either. I wasn't very good, but it really gives me so much pleasure now that I have the opportunity to be on the other side of the table, looking at dancers and hiring them. I can look back and see what I was missing as a dancer. And when I'm teaching, I just hope to shortcut people so they don't have to do all of the decades of trial and error, all of the heartache that I went through, not knowing why I wasn't getting booked, and just not knowing what I was missing. And so it gives me no greater joy than to share what I've learned through all of those years to all of the students today, and hope that they can approach the industry more informed. Yeah, sure, thanks. Dance has always been super powerful. We all know that, whether we're watching it today on our screens and social media or whether we're watching it in a theater. And I just encourage everybody to really know their worth, whether they're starting out or whether they're at the top of their games. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what's right, and I've lost jobs. I've been fired from jobs for standing up for dancers' rights. I've risked my reputation and my career to stand up for the community. It's not easy, it's very scary, but if anybody's out there listening scared to stand up for themselves, just know that it was scary for me too, but I did it, and if you stand up to, we're very powerful, and we all know that, and I really hope everybody can just stand up for what they believe in. And then so recently, I've been doing a lot of teaching recently, and I had an 11-year-old in a session recently, which is the youngest age I've had in the intensives, and she was in a room with, oldest woman was 40 years old, and she was so happy because it was such a supportive environment, and she comes from the competition world and was saying that when she gets off of stage sometimes, she hears people say mean things about her, and she was talking through tears, and I said, what kinds of things do you hear them say? And she said, well, they say that I'm not good enough and I'm never gonna make it. And I just want to encourage any instructors out there, to be kind to your students. The things that are said to kids really stay with them. The things that were said to me as a kid really stay with me, and I was told many hurtful things. And I see so many adults come into sessions who are over 30 who quit dancing when they were kids because their teachers told them that they weren't good enough. And it's one thing to tell a kid that they maybe don't have the potential to work behind a certain artist or make it in the industry, and it's another thing to tell them that they don't have a place in the dance world at all. So please don't rob a child of their love of dance. You all know how powerful it is, and everybody deserves to have a place in the dance community, whether they want to dance behind Beyonce or whether they just want to dance alone in their living room. And sorry, guys. Lastly, I want to thank my amazing husband who has helped me with everything, all of the major projects that I do now. He makes a million times better. All the films I've been doing, all of the teaching, he just makes everything wonderful and helps me see dance through new eyes. And to my family and my mom, who a lot of you out there know, who has been with me for my entire life, helping me drive to auditions and drive to class and be waiting outside of Edge at midnight while I rehearse for Carnival when I'm 14. She made all of it happen, and so I want to thank my mom as well. Thank you so much to the Industry Dance Awards, and this is such a wonderful event. Have a great night.
I don't know who you